You're listening to the Coach Jeff Demers podcast. What's up, my friends? You are listening to the Coach Jeff Demers podcast. Welcome back. This is the show where we simplify entrepreneurship so you can stop overthinking and start building. If you're anything like most entrepreneurs, you probably said at one time or another something like this before. I know I need to create content, but I have no idea what to post. Or maybe I started posting consistently, but I burnt out after like 2 weeks. Or then you kind of go into, I spend more time thinking about content than actually creating it. If any of those sound familiar, today's episode is for you. Because today we're talking about how to build a content engine. This is going to be a simple system that allows you to consistently create content without feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, or chained to your phone. So let's dive into it. Let's start with the actual problem. Most entrepreneurs make content way harder than it needs to be. They wake up every morning asking, what should I post today? And that's the problem. Every day becomes a blank page. Every day becomes a new decision. Every day becomes exhausting. And the truth is, content creation is not hard. Decision making, that's hard. The more decisions you have to make, the more mental energy you burn. That's why successful content creators don't rely on inspiration. They rely on systems. And that's what we're building today. We're building your system. One of the biggest mistakes I see entrepreneurs make is creating random content. One day they're posting motivation. The next day they're posting a meme. The next day they're talking about marketing. Then politics, sports, something completely unrelated. And they're wondering why nobody knows what they actually stand for. So here's a simple rule. If everything is important, nothing is important. Your audience needs to know who you help, what you help them with, and why they should be listening to you. Consistency builds trust. Randomness creates confusion. And confused people rarely become customers. This is where everything changed for me. Instead of trying to create content from scratch every single day, I started organizing my content into different categories. I call them content buckets. For me, that's my JK5 system. Bucket number 1 is my business and entrepreneurship. This covers funnels, marketing, emails, offers, mindset. Bucket number 2, well, that's my sports and sports media brand. That's Sports Media X, that's photography, that's journalism, that's credentialing. Bucket number 3, I call it Rough It. Me and my girlfriend have another website that we devote just to dog owners because we both love dogs. So it has to do with dogs, maybe travel, adventure, lifestyle, outdoor living with your furry friends. Bucket number 4, this is important to me, veterans and military support. That's service, leadership, community. Bucket number 5, that's my entertainment. I like to talk about movies, music, gaming, pop culture. Now here's the magic. When Monday comes around, I'm not asking, what should I post? I'm asking, which bucket am I posting from today? That's much easier. This might be the most important thing that I say all episode. Most entrepreneurs think they need to create content every day, and that's wrong. You need to create content once and distribute it many times. For example, this podcast episode you're listening to right now, this can become a YouTube video, 3 YouTube shorts, a Facebook post, an X post, Instagram post, a quote graphic, an email newsletter, a blog article. I mean, that's 8 pieces of content from one recording. So let me say that again. One idea can create multiple pieces of content. Stop trying to create more. That's what I'm trying to say. Start extracting more. A lot of entrepreneurs believe every platform needs completely different content, and that's not true. The message stays the same. The format changes. For example, today's message is build a content engine. On Facebook, maybe it's a longer post. On X, maybe it's one powerful sentence. On Instagram, maybe it's a graphic and a caption. On YouTube, it's a podcast. Same message, different delivery. That's how you scale. So let me give you a very simple framework. If you're busy, do this once a week. This is a 60-minute content, let's call it a sprint. Okay? So for your first 15 minutes, we're just going to brain dump ideas. You're going to write down questions people ask, problems people face, lessons you've learned. No editing, just capturing ideas. If you've never really talked to anybody before, then go back 5 years and try and figure out where you were at and what questions you were thinking about. So that's your first 15 minutes. Your next 30 minutes, this is where you're going to create. You're going to record the podcast. You're going to write the post. You're going to shoot the video. My number one rule, done is always better than perfect. Your final 15 minutes, you want to schedule everything. Use Facebook scheduling, Buffer, Metricool, native platform tools, then just walk away. This takes 1 hour. That's it. Well, let's get something straight before we head out of here. Content is not about going viral. Most people are chasing views. You should be chasing trust. Content exists to build relationships, to build authority, to build familiarity, and to stay at the top of the mind of your potential customers. Because when people are ready to buy, they buy from people that they know. And content creates familiarity. Let's fast forward 6 months. Imagine you've been creating content consistently. Not perfectly, consistently. Now, at this point, people are recognizing your name. People know what you do. People share your content. People trust your recommendations. Opportunities start showing up. That's the compound effect. Most people quit before they even get there. Don't be most people. So here's your challenge for this week. I want you to create your own content engine. Step 1, identify 3 to 5 content buckets. Step 2, write down 10 content ideas. Step 3, create one piece of content. Step 4, repurpose it into 3 more pieces of content. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just start. So if you're creating content, but you're not sure how to turn that attention into leads and sales, that's where funnels come in. The One Funnel Away Challenge teaches you how to connect your content to lead magnets, email marketing, sales funnels, offers that actually convert. Because content alone isn't enough. You need a system behind it. Check out the One Funnel Away Challenge and start building a business that works. I will be putting that link in the show notes. And as always, I am an independent affiliate. If you sign up through my link, I may receive a commission at no extra cost to you. And I only promote products that I actually use. So that's a wrap on episode 12 of the Coach Jeff Demers podcast. Remember, you don't need more content. You need a better system. Build your content engine, stay consistent, keep showing up, and let the compound effect do its works. I'll see you Monday for another mindset-focused episode. Until then, keep building what matters. Take care, everybody.